Back in 2021, I posted a bunch of chapters of my comic. It was called Eli and Tyler. It still is called Eli and Tyler. I I was going pretty strong at the beginning, and then I kind of just fizzled out. I don't know if it was kind of like a mixture of burnout and just feeling overwhelmed with the comic. It's just a lot. It was a lot. It was a really long script, and it still is, um, but it was a lot for me to take at first. I really loved it. I had been working on the comic for years before that, more so with the storytelling aspect. I wasn't really prepared for how much work the comic itself would be, and so I kind of started prematurely. And since then, it has been through many hiatuses. And I kind of decided in December, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to restart it. I'm going to restart it. I'm going to take it off of everything. I'm going to go through the script and I'm going to find every wrong thing because every time I went to a new chapter, I would have to rewrite the script for that chapter. And I didn't really like that. I found it weird that I was finding so much cringe stuff in my script every time I was reading it. So I was like, here's the thing, I should just rewrite it. I should just rewrite it so I can get all the cringe out and kind of like reset it a little. Here's the thing about 2021. I was freshly 18. I had had these characters for 3 years at that point. I was watching a lot of Marvel. So the humor was actually garbage. I don't know why I thought I could do humor. Humor is not really my strong point. I don't really. I feel like I'm a comedic person when it comes to like in person stuff. I know about bits and stuff, just like, but like, not writing wise, I can't really put it into words. I can't put comedy into words. So it's really hard for it was hard for me to actually make comedy. So I have since scrubbed every single bit where it goes, well, what do I do now? And then everyone goes, and then the main character goes, no, I'm serious. And then it switches over to the next scene. That was the biggest quote unquote joke that I had with this script. And it was garbage. I did not like it. And I don't think it's funny anymore. And I know that there's this idea that you're always going to hate the past things you made, but I'm going to ignore that and I'm going to make something that I'm more proud of. I'm going to put more time into the process. It's just, I want a fresh start. I want to get back into this comic because I worked so hard on it. And if I'm stuck because of all of these past decisions I made, I'm never going to get it done. Also, the script was so long. Um, so I'm trying to shorten it down. I'm actually going to have beta readers read it because I didn't have beta readers read it before. Jesus Christ, beta readers read it. Beta reader read it. um, I didn't have anyone read the script before because I was so embarrassed about asking anyone to read it for me. But this time I'm like, no, I do need other people to see this script. I need help with this ending. It's trash. Um, you know, I think the beginning is airtight. I think it is really nice, actually. Um, Even if most of it, all of it, was made when I finished the script originally. I'm on my third draft of this script now. The second draft was when I thought that I was ready and done, and I wasn't. Well, now I'm not. So I have been, I've been just thinking about this constantly since January. I've been, um, I've been on Discord communities about it again. I've started watching more YouTube videos about it. I've really just I've started making new playlists about the comic. I really feel like I'm getting that energy back that I used to have about the comic. Um, so I feel like this is my chance to really do it this time. The main differences I have in the script now are I've changed a few names of characters. I'll probably change a few more. We'll see. Nothing like too big. It's just like, well, Tyler has a sister and her name was Max and his mom's name was May, and I was like, well, that's too similar. I'm just going to change her name to Joe. It's also Jordan. Um I just think it makes more sense to have characters with different names. The biggest difference is my plan is to make this in black and white, because it will be less time consuming. I did find out drawing this comic page, however, that it actually took me more time than my original comic pages. I am gonna blame that on the fact that I haven't actually drawn any like comic pages in a really long time. So I am gonna blame the fact that I'm slow at this right now on that rather than it being black and white. I also think I might have I might have been a little extra with some of the details. So I think if I was actually drawing comic pages, I wouldn't be putting these details into it. Like there's some stuff with the shading, some stuff with the backgrounds, where a lot of that is shown. I think I'm gonna need to nail down the text stuff, the speech bubbles. I have trouble with a little. Um, I would say maybe the way I don't know. I'm thinking about looking into different pens and stuff, stuff like that. The other thing is I had a text that was made with my own handwriting, which at first it seems cool, and then you realize, oh, you use the free version, which means that you don't get a dot 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 type. You have to do dot space dot, erase the dot or erase the spaces, and that's how you get dot dot dot. That's how I was going through that, and that's really annoying because the script has a lot of dot 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 moments. So that was time consuming. Yeah. I took a lot of art classes um while I was struggling to do the comic, which I think really helped. I think the hiatus actually did help my comic, even if it's being reset, because I have way more experience with backgrounds now. I have way more experience with like differing line art, hatch marks, I don't know, things like that. Um, and I think it helps. I think it helps. It makes me feel better. And I feel like even though I haven't been writing as much, so the script might not change like a bunch, I still feel like it'll be better than it was before. We will see. Um, I spent a good amount of time like writing stuff for one of my D&D characters, so I feel like that kind of helped me to kind of mellow out the script a little. Um, I don't know. I just wanted to talk about it somewhere. I kind of like voicing out my opinions and my thoughts. I'm a guy who likes to hear the sound of my own voice. Not like talking wise, but I like listening to voice memos of myself. That is one of the perks of going on testosterone. So, um, that is all. But maybe I'll be back. I have no idea. Okay.